Hey guys, Boris the midwife here. Guys, in today's video, I'll be answering a question that a lot of women have asked me, especially pregnant women. They have asked how they can prevent vaginal and perineal tears during labor and delivery. But before I answer this question, I want to say that before some of you come into my inbox or comment section saying, I'm a man, what do I know about labor and delivery? I want to say that I'm a registered nurse midwife with over 4 years of experience, and I've conducted more than 100 vaginal deliveries throughout my career. So I believe I am talking out of experience, my own personal experiences especially. So let's dive into this question. So, dear pregnant women, I want to let you all know that you having a vaginal or perineal tear during labor and delivery is not only based on what you do or do not do during labor and delivery. I want to say there are certain factors that are also involved. Factors like the baby, the size of the baby in the womb, the position the baby takes or the presentation, the contractions you are having, the midwife or the labor and delivery nurse conducting your delivery, and you, the pregnant woman, how well do you cooperate during labor and delivery? So you should have it at the back of your mind that you also have a part to play if you're trying to prevent vaginal tears or perineal tears, especially. Why do I say perineal tears especially? Because to be honest, vaginal tears sometimes are inevitable. They cannot be prevented because a lot of things are changing. The way babies come nowadays, they come in all sort of styles. We have a baby coming with the head and the hand. Some come not just with the head and the hand, but they take their mother's cut or their umbilical cut and they wrap it and hold it like a handbag. You understand? So that kind of position puts a woman at the risk of having vaginal tears. Those tears start occurring from within the vagina, that the baby is not even out yet, but the woman is already tearing seriously from within the vagina. You can already see the woman bleeding when the baby is not even out yet. So that being said, this video is going to be focused on what you, the pregnant woman, can do during labor and delivery to minimize your chances of having a perineal tear. I don't want to talk about vaginal tears because, like I said before, most of the time those vaginal tears are inevitable. That's you having tears in your vaginal walls. Sometimes it cannot be prevented due to a lot of factors. So these are some of the few things you can do to prevent tears around your perineum, especially. Number one is your cooperation. What do I mean by your cooperation? During labor and delivery, that's the second stage of labor, which is the stage of full dilatation of the cervix to the delivery of the baby. There are certain things your midwife or your labor and delivery nurse is going to tell you to do. And the first thing they are going to educate you about is you taking a comfortable position for yourself. But this position sometimes does not really matter if you, the woman, doesn't cooperate during labor. Because if you think taking a position is going to completely make you free from having tears, then I'm sorry, that's a lie. Because there are complications that arises during the second stage of labor. There can be a complication like shoulder dystocia, where the baby's shoulders are stuck behind the pubic bone or the symphysis pubis of the woman. And in such a case, the midwife needs to take certain precautions, needs to do certain techniques in order to remedy that situation. And one of those techniques, for example, is putting the woman on all fours and maybe sometimes giving an episiotomy to create a wider space for the baby to pass because the baby's shoulders are stuck. So after the midwife educates you about a comfortable position, they are going to tell you when and when not to push. And most of the time, they tell you to push only with contractions. Those contractions are what we call one of the 5 P's of labor, which is the powers. They aid you because with each contraction, the baby is also gradually descending out of the vagina. The baby is gradually descending. So the woman is encouraged to add a bit of effort by pushing. They are going to tell you push only with contraction. When the contraction stops, you stop and you rest. When the contraction starts, you continue the pushing. But some women, when you tell them to push with contractions, they push throughout, and even when the baby's head is out, they still continue pushing to the extent that the baby comes out like a bullet. Honestly, some babies come out flying because their mothers push non-stop, push and then turn, twist themselves to some funny positions. This must definitely put you at the risk of having those tests. Honestly, they cannot be prevented when you act like that during labor, when you don't follow the instructions of your midwife. Honestly, guys, this is the most important thing you as a pregnant woman can do to help prevent vaginal and perineal tears, or perineal tears especially during labor and delivery. But to be honest, labor is really painful. That's the truth. I haven't experienced it. I've never given birth before and I will never give birth. But the truth is labor is really painful. Out of 10 women during labor and delivery, at least 9 of them display the experience and express severe pain. A woman can just take off her clothes, all her clothes during labor and delivery, and is naked in front of a male midwife like me. Now, that must mean something is going on. There's a research that says women actually get a bit crazy. They get into psychosis during labor and delivery. So when I talk about cooperating, I also encourage you to do your best, because out of experience, I can tell labor and delivery is not an easy process for the woman. So I'm encouraging you guys to cooperate during labor and delivery. That's why a lot of women prefer epidurals nowadays. But it will shock you to know that some women deny to have an epidural. They want to experience the pain. And epidural or not, women still have vaginal tears, severe vaginal and perineal tears. That's a fact. So I just want to encourage you all to do your best and cooperate during labor and delivery for your sake and that of your baby. Because sometimes during labor and delivery, you see some women, the baby said it's about coming out, they jump out of the delivery bed. Some even attempt to sit on the baby's head. Some retract themselves, thereby helping to pull back the baby inside the uterus. So this can also put them at risk of vaginal tears. So dear pregnant women, all I can do is encourage you guys to cooperate during labor. Thank you all, and I wish you all the best. So guys, I hope this video was helpful. Please like, comment, share, and tell me what you think. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you all for watching.